Hello, dear ones. We are Larkma, and we are here because we love you. Today, we're going to speak to you about the process of ascension. And it is indeed a process. It is not something you will achieve at a particular point in your perceived time. You are already ascending now. You're in the process of ascension, and that is reflected in your emotional energy, your mental thoughts, and most of what you notice in your physical body. Many of you are having what are called ascension symptoms. You feel that you cannot sleep in your regular patterns. You feel that you have digestive distress. You may ache all over. You may have ringing in your ears. You may have a lack of clarity with your thoughts or an increase in forgetfulness. All of these things are part of changing you from the density of your experience in the third dimension to the expansion of your being a multidimensional being, the new human. You are moving towards that with every change you make, and you are in a process of transcending the old and moving into the new, which is unexplored, unexplained, and both exciting and perhaps a little bit scary. But we encourage you not to be frightened, but instead to recognize that this is a path you have chosen to follow. This is a path that you are eager to reach in each step, seeing how it affects you and how you will change and evolve. This is the path of evolution. Many high frequencies are coming to your planet at this time from the cosmos and specifically from your sun, which is providing more light in your cells. As you get more light, you become more of the crystalline being that you are. More light is reflected from within you outwardly into the world, helping you to achieve the service you came here to do. So as the light comes in, it's likely to shatter some of the denseness that you have been accustomed to or familiar with. And this shattering can cause a temporary sense of being uncomfortable or even pain. You may feel it in your spine, your muscles, your stomach, your head. All of these places you may feel the shattering of the old as you are enhancing the new through the light that is coming into you. This has effects on your mental body, on your physical body, and on the emotions that arise from your reactions or responses to what is happening. We've always told you and encouraged you to focus your attention on the elements of love, joy, trust, and compassion. So in this process now, we encourage you to love yourself and love everyone else. Even if you find you do not like them, you can still extend unconditional love to them. Trust the process that you are a part of. Have compassion for your own discomfort and pain, and compassion for the discomfort of others. And perhaps even seek a little bit of joy in the fact that you are exploring something quite unfamiliar to you. You are stepping into the new human, which has never been a part of your awareness. You do actually have awareness from being cosmic beings before you came into this earthly experience. But becoming a new human for the new earth is new to you, unfamiliar, and from our perspective, quite exciting. It is the portal for you to begin to do everything that you wish to achieve. It is the portal for you to experience everything that your heart longs for. Children, most of them, who come into this earthly plane, remember much of the cosmic experience. But their third dimensional training and the density of this planet quickly erases what they remember as they adapt to trying to fit in to the world in which they live. Now you, as the grown-ups, are trying to take all that adaptation you have experienced in your lives and shift it and move it into a place of courage for exploring what comes next and remembering what you already know in your heart. Time does not exist. You are working to move inside liquid time. Now, this is something that Pia and Cullen demonstrate and talk to you about. They know how to be fully in the present moment, incorporating what they have integrated from parallel lives in all aspects of who they are. You have the ability to do this also. Each and every one of you have the ability to become your divine selves, to remember the cosmic awareness you had when you arrived, to act with courage, to integrate all aspects of yourself through unconditional love, and then to respond to the energies that are present for your evolution, to support and help you on your evolutionary journey. Each of you is a divine spark of light, and each of you is able to do this. You just have to practice. Now, we spoke to you a while ago on one of our live calls about the basis of shapeshifting. Shapeshifting is about space around you, while time is about just that, the time, as you perceive it. You live in the third dimension in a space-time continuum where you're constantly aware of both of these things. And we are encouraging you to move beyond your restricted, limited awareness of space and time together into what we call liquid time and multidimensional space. When you do this, you become more free. You are able to shapeshift into various aspects of manifesting a physical form that you choose. This is what shapeshifting is all about. Everything is energy, and you are energetic in the makeup of how you manifest your physical third dimensional self. As you become more creative and more courageous in your explorations, you learn to be more fluid and flexible in who you are. You may even learn, which is definitely possible for you, how to work your way through shape-shifting into other energetic forms, away from a particular physical discomfort you are experiencing, whether it is a headache, a stomach ache, a toothache, a mental disruption that you are concerned about, or an emotional flare-up that you have not yet resolved. All of these things can be resolved through stepping out of the space-time continuum into liquid time by responding to the energy that is present in the now moment and becoming more of your fluid self to be flexible enough to flow around, over, under, or through whatever you are experiencing as restriction or pain. This is not something you could do at this moment, but it is something that you're working towards achieving. And as you begin to understand it intellectually and then practice it in your physical form, then you will be able to actually manifest different ways of being in an energetic form through the process of shapeshifting. This is a wonderful thing that you can experience. There's a few more things about the ascension process we wish to discuss. And one is your exploration of remembering that everything is connected. Because everything is energy, everything is connected. So every thought that you think, every action you choose, and every emotion that you feel is connected and radiates out to others on this planet, whether they are rocks, animals, plants, humans, or anything else, and also radiates out into the cosmos to your fellow star brothers and sisters. We are all connected. And when you remember that everything you think, do, and say has an impact and effect, either positive or negative, on everything else, you can deepen the relationships you have with all of life. You can deepen the relationships you have interpersonally. You can deepen the relationships you have with nature and the nature beings. You can deepen the relationships you have with the animal kingdom, with the plant kingdom, and you can deepen the relationships you have with us, your star family. Part of the way that you deepen relationships is to recognize that you must be authentic in being who you are. And this requires unconditional love and compassion for yourself. For when you practice things of unconditional love and compassion for yourself, then you become more unconditionally loving and more compassionate towards others. This allows you to be transparent and authentic in who you are. When you can be transparent and authentic while being compassionate and unconditionally loving, you automatically invite others to do the same. And the relationships that you have will become more fulfilling for you. There is a great split that is going on your planet at this time. We have spoken of this many, many times. And this great split has to do with those of you who have chosen the ascension process and evolving into higher levels of consciousness, and those of you who are choosing to continue on the wheel of karma and follow the things that you believe in rather than trusting things that you are exploring. The Great Divide, or the Great Split, incorporates those who are trying to lure you in or draw you in to believing in what they call the metaverse. This is a function of artificial intelligence. This is AI, and this is actually a deadening of your consciousness, not a raising you into a higher conscious awareness. This is not part of the ascension process. This is part of devolution, not evolution. So we warn you against this because we want you, if you are choosing to ascend with the planet, to raise your consciousness, to become a higher aware being, you must resist the temptation to join the artificial intelligence community. This means do not believe the lies you are being told about the metaverse and about avatars and about becoming your higher self by moving out of the body. The process of ascension is about moving more deeply into the body. It's about allowing the shattering we spoke of with love and compassion. It is about feeling what is falling apart while simultaneously inviting the new to arrive. It is about having courage to move on the continuum of pain and pleasure, away from pain into accepting that it is just the pressure of transcendence. It is the pressure of change. It is the pressure of new birth until you understand that, and it is no longer painful, and you simply feel pressured as you push through this process of becoming who you are as new humans. So ascension will never be connected to moving out of your physical body into the metaverse through something they promise as an avatar. This is part of the agenda. It is not part of ascending into higher consciousness. Also, you must not believe the lies about stepping into what is called smart technology, which is only a platform for artificial intelligence to govern you. It is not there to make your life easier. Your smartphones, which give you instant answers, actually draw you away from your cognitive abilities, your reasoning, and your creative ability to think of how to respond to the energies that are present. So do not be drawn into that trap of being lured into looking for everything as an instant answer provided by AI, artificial intelligence, which does not have a heart. You have a heart. Your hearts are connected to the source, cosmic wisdom, divine intelligence, and everything that you remember. All that you need for your ascension process and evolution is contained into your heart. Aligning with artificial intelligence is aligning with the mind only and eliminating the heart. So we encourage you not to do this, but instead open your hearts, learn to shapeshift in the moment, a little bit at a time, away from the continuum of pain, towards the continuum of joy, pleasure, freedom, and the true essence of changing your energetic form to whatever the energy of the moment requires of you and whatever you wish to do. This is the process of truly ascending. We've given you a lot to work with. We also want to talk to you about ascension through death. There is the pathway of ascending through death, but those who have chosen to remain on the karmic wheel will be ascending through death to retain the patterns that they have chosen of step-by-step graduation away from their belief system until they get the courage to graduate into freedom. There's nothing wrong with this choice for those who want to do this, but we want you to know that there is a difference between ascending through death and choosing to align with artificial intelligence, the metaverse, and avatars, which is a different kind of death. This is a death of your spirit. This is a death of heart energy. This is a different kind of death that does not continue your evolutionary process, but makes you become part of the artificial intelligence with which you are aligning. Open your hearts, dear one, and choose to continue on the path of ascension for higher awareness and higher conscious achievement. Some who achieve ascension, which you are on the path of doing now, may choose to take through shapeshifting their physical body with them. This is possible as you shift away from the continuum of pain into the continuum of your higher aware self and shapeshifting into a different form that is aligned with your energetic blueprint, not with the physical traumas that have impacted upon you at a cellular level. You are able to transcend with your physical body when you let go of the traumas and cellular problems of this physical body and align with the blueprint of makes you who you are. Some who ascend into higher consciousness will leave a shell of the physical body behind, and that's okay too. There is no distinction between leaving the physical body behind and taking the physical body with you, except the distinction of actually achieving the mastership of shapeshifting to align with your blueprint of your higher self. All of these things are choices that are possible for you. Open your hearts, follow your high self's guidance, reach for deeper connection within all of aspects of yourself and deeper connections with each other, deeper connections with the planet in which you live and nature, and deeper connections with your star brothers and sisters. Know that we are with you and that we are supporting you on this evolutionary journey of ascension. And because you're on planet of choice, make the choice to ascend into the highest aspect that is possible for you to become. We love you. Good always.